We on. Testy.
Shalom.
No, we're good. Audio good.
All right, shalom. First and foremost, as always, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto
Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakha, Quadash.
Double honors unto the apostles, the elders, the great millstone who goodwill. Salutations to the sincere, hopeful elect, Hakim, Ma'a, Abraham, Arabah, Allah. All right, the hopeful elect. All right, what I said was 144,000. We are striving to be a part of that number. And so we come out here, all right, a branch of Great Millstone, all right, GMS Northwest, to push the word of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
Okay. Now, there was a article that came out a couple of days ago dealing with. Can you turn the volume down?
Oh, I'm sorry.
There was an article. There was an article a couple of days ago that came out that was talking about Taliban in his car on the corner.
The article was about the Taliban nigga. And that's a dope band. Yeah.
All the Taliban. It goes on. Weirdo. Anyways, looking like fucking what's the Taliban? The OG. The OG Afghan Osama bin Laden looking at.
Osama bin Laden looking ass nigga.
But yeah, anyways, the article was going into how there's 40 I believe 40 airports that are gonna cut or cancel domestic travel, domestic flights. Okay, so you trying to get anywhere stateside, you know, you can be in on the West Coast trying to get to Boston, or in New York trying to get to Arizona or some shit. Well, it was saying that a lot of those flights is gonna be canceled. All right, not international flights as of yet, but you know, domestic flights. So that's prophecy coming to play. Okay.
Hey, if I can, real quick. This is off of CNBC.com. FAA to cut flights by 10% at 40 major airports due to government shutdown.
Yeah. Hey, can you read the list?
If it has on it, I just typed it in on Google real quick. I'll find it.
SeaTac been talking about it.
SeaTac's on the list.
Houston.
It says the ones on the list for her. That article.
That article didn't have it.
Type in.
That article that I just pulled didn't have it. That one, the BBC. All right.
No, just go down there.
Okay. So this is off of BBC.com. It says Anchorage International, Hartsford Jackson Atlanta International, Boston Logan International, Baltimore/Washington International, Charlotte Douglas International, Cincinnati Northern Kentucky International, Dallas Love Field International, Ronald Reagan Washington National, Denver International in Colorado, Dallas Fort Worth International, Detroit Metropolitan Wayne County, Newark Liberty International, Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International, Honolulu International, Houston Hobby, Washington Duels International, George Bush Houston Intercontinental, Indianapolis International, New York John F. Kennedy International, Las Vegas Harris Reed International, Los Angeles International, LAX, New York, what's that, LaGuardia? LaGuardia, Orlando International, Chicago Midway, Memphis International, Miami International, Minneapolis St. Paul International, Oakland International, Ontario International in California, Chicago O'Hare International. These are major fucking airports, man. Okay? Portland International, Philadelphia International, Phoenix Sky Harbor International, San Diego International, Louisville International, Seattle Tacoma SeaTac International, San Francisco International, Salt Lake City International, Teterboro, how do you say that? Teterboro in New Jersey, and then Tampa International. Those are all major airports, man. Those are airports that's international means that those are the when people's coming from across the seas or whatever, they're landing at those airports, man. All right, SeaTac itself being the local airport here, that's an international airport, man. A lot of the Asian flights come in here, they touch down here at SeaTac or at LAX, which was on the list, man. You know.
So yeah, hey, that's prophecy coming to pass with a lot of these domestic flights being canceled. And we know that through the Spirit, that's only going to transfer over onto international flights. All right, which is why I want this brother to read this. Go ahead.
Yep. It's Jeremiah 51:6. Flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul.
Right, so, yeah, excuse me. So with look at this bird, man.
Gotta watch the birds.
Yeah,
gotta watch the birds, man.
Uh,
Get a Tobit situation going on over here.
So what's going to happen eventually with these flights being canceled? It's going to start, like I said, being, you know, you're going to be restricted from flying from this city to that city within America, and then eventually it's gonna cross over into well, we ain't flying no more. All flights to China is canceled.
Right.
All flights to India are canceled.
Right.
All flights to the Caribbean is canceled. All flights to the UK, to Europe, to Russia, all that. Okay? And they said flee out of the midst of Babylon. Now the way we do that as Israelites is by coming back to serve Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right? Get that in Baruch. We are yet to stay in our captivity.
Yep.
All right? Because currently, you know, the 1/3 as well as the 2/3 here in America, hey, we still in captivity. This is where the Lord brought us, our ancestors, to serve captivity, and hey, we are here still. Now, when the Lord returns, that's when we gonna be physically delivered up out of this nightmare. Okay, but while we're here, what we do is we abstain from indulging in this world. All right, use the world as not abuse it. All right, we don't have our spirit engulfed in we don't have our spirit engulfed in the shit that majority of our people are fixated in consuming.
Right.
All right, we live our life to serve Yahweh Shem Yahushai, not to become more Americanized.
Right.
You know, so that's how we flee out of the midst of Babylon. But what's gonna happen is you're gonna have people literally physically getting the fuck up out of here, man. Especially with the civil war that's about to start here in America. These nations that have the ability to go back to their native country. You know, some Punjabi from India, when shit get bad, he gonna be like, look, man, these people, there ain't even no food here. There ain't even no food here. At least I go back home to my home country, and I can live off the land. You know what I'm saying? I can live off my family. They got cattle. They got a well. with water. You know what I'm saying? They got a farm. All right, and they got some, it ain't the best house, but there's a roof over their head that they don't got to pay property tax every fucking month. Or every year, however, annually, whatever. You know? So that's a better scenario for these people that's not natives to here. They can be first generation, second generation, third generation. As long as they tap back in with family back home, a lot of these people gonna be like, man, they're gonna shake the dust on this place, man.
Yep.
Sorry, I know you wanna say
No.
Go ahead.
That's on point. I was laughing at T Wizzle. I can imagine the head nod, the dur or whatever. You know what I'm saying? For the Punjabi.
There's no more food here.
But hey, these people are gonna they have that opportunity, like the brother was saying, they have that opportunity to be able to go elsewhere, man. But as Israelites, we don't have a continuous city, man. We're stuck where we're at. Because even if we do go somewhere else, we're still under the curses, man. There's no escape from the Israelite experience. Okay? You're gonna have to go through what the Lord has put on your plate, man. You know? But you want that Baruch real quick? It's Baruch chapter 2, Baruch chapter 3, verse 8. It says, "Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payments according to all the iniquities of our fathers, which departed from the Lord our power."
Yeah, hey, man. You know, we are yet to stay in our captivity. And we've been scattered here, and that's part of the curses. All right, to be scattered amongst these various nations. All right. All right, so to be scattered amongst these heathen nations, and in particular to be here in America, catching hell, and be subject under payments, man. Hey, that's a curse, man.
Yeah.
Okay?
Straight up.
So these other nations, the heathen that are here, you know, and they came here to America to milk the cash cow. All right, when they see that, all right, the well has run dry, they're gonna get up out of here, man, and go back to wherever the hell they came from. All right.
Back in Jeremiah 51:6, flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off with her, be not cut off in her iniquity.
Right. What's America's iniquity? All right, rape, robbery, murder. All right, you look at the track record of Babylon the Great. All right, the shit that Babylon did in its inception, if that's the right word, in its beginning, right?
They're coming together, the forming of it.
Right.
Yeah.
Those things are still done today.
Right.
They're just done in a different fashion. There's nothing new under the sun. Can you get that in the?
Yep.
You know,
Ecclesiastes, right?
You know, there's nothing new under the sun. All right, so America is still doing that, those things. You know, all right, covert racism. You know, matter of fact, me and this brother, we ain't gonna go into details, but we had to take care of some business yesterday, and this dude was talking about how he grew up in Seattle, and then he went into how the FBI had to take control of the Seattle Police Department for 31 years, all right, back in the days, because the Seattle Police Department was so fucking corrupt. You know what I'm saying?
Inherently racist.
Inherently racist. You know, and that's not far-fetched to believe, because when you look at anybody that has ever lived out here, you come out here to visit, that's one thing. But actually living out here in the Northwest, you really get to an understanding of how racist these Edomites out here really are, because it's a passive aggressive racism.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's a befriending. Edomites will attempt to befriend you just to talk shit about you behind your back, man. Some pseudo friendship shit. Not that I've experienced it, but just on an anthropology type observing. you know what I'm saying, observing people, and you know what I'm saying, and then on top of that, being in the military. All right, me and this brother from experience, we see how these Edomites out here get down, man.
If I can add in, it won't be like the brothers mentioning. He's making the point that it's not directly to your face, and you won't even know it dealing with this person on a day in and day out situation or experience. You won't notice it that this dude is racist towards you. However, through an outside source, through a third party, you know what I'm saying? Because they may make a comment to somebody else while they're having a conversation that may come back to you to where you'll realize, damn, that's some racist ass shit, man. Yeah. You know, but it won't. They'll never express it to you. Hey, nigger. They won't do that to you in your face. However, while they're with their buddy, when you're not in the picture, they may be you know, experience or talking about that type of shit, man.
Yeah, or just
that makes sense.
The shit they into, right? The tattoos and shit, little stickers.
441 right here called on you.
Little stickers on their car, or shit on their backpack, some old racist ass Nazi shit, like it'll shit be, like that, man.
It'll be the Nazi shit, or it'll be the a lot of times when you find these Edomites that got these the Thor hammer, you know what I'm saying, or some type of Norris shit on their car, or Norris tattoos, they're into white supremacy, man. That's some secret white supremacy. Which I remember there was a article that I posted on the chat a while back ago that had all the different symbolisms of the white supremacy, man. So it'll be in front of your face. It's just you don't see
know
it.
what you're looking at. You don't know what you don't know. As Apostle Torah said.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? But being around these Edomites, you are exposed to a whole nother level of covert racism.
Right.
All right. So going back to the point of the individual we was talking with yesterday, and he was an Edomite. All right. But you know, Esau is a damn racist ass demon, man. Okay, but back to that.
Jeremiah 51 and 6. Partway through, for this is the time of Yahweh's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense.
Yeah. He gonna render unto Babylon the Great, aka America, a recompense, man.
Right.
And that's the time we in. When the Lord is about to render a judgment unto this flesh because of all of its evils.
Right.
Okay? So nations that have the ability to get the hell up out of Dodge while they still can before international flights is canceled, they're gonna do that. Okay? They're gonna do that. And that's part of the prophecy. Grab a, did you get that, grab that?
It's the book of Ecclesiastes, all right, in the scriptures, not Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha, all right, chapter 1, verse 9. It says, the thing that have been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done, and there is no new thing under the sun.
Right. There's no new thing under the sun. So that covert racism that Esau shows ain't nothing more than a different form of racism that he showed in the past.
Right.
You know?
Right. You want me to get verse 10 as well?
Yeah.
It says, is there anything whereof it may be said, see, this is new. It have been already of old time, which was before us. All right. So there's no new. Again, just reiterating it. There's no new thing, man. Everything that they're presenting as this is a new thing, it's been done in some form or fashion in the past. All right. Even the racism, it's been done in some form or fashion in the past, man. There's nothing new that's truly upon this earth.
Israel has always been hated of every nation. You know, everybody's always been jealous of the blessings which with Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua blessed the Israelites with. therefore it caused them to hate on us, man, in a heavy fashion,
Right.
to the point where they put us in derision, man. And still, they all still confederate together to keep their foot on our neck, man. All those nations, man.
Let's pull that point. That's a good point. Right, because all these nations is confederate against the Israelites, man.
That's what they do. Make all kind of noise. Hey man. Hey man, that's all it comes down to. Hey, but like T was talking about, you know, these nations are jealous that the Heavenly Father actually cares about us versus them, you know. It's the book of Psalms, chapter 83. This is verse okay. Starting at the top, verse 1. Keep not thou silence, O power, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O power. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
Right. Those that hate the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shem Yahshua, is all the nations, and it's going to get into it. All right, so what they've done is they've lifted up the head, meaning they've assumed positions of power on the earth and totally trampled over the Israelites. To this day. To this day. They trampled over the Israelites, man. Okay? And it all goes back to them hating Yahweh Shem Yahshua.
Yep.
All right? They hate our power. Okay?
Yep.
Hey, you know what's beautiful about that you know, to this day, that's exactly what he was talking about. To the reporter. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jake will act like he don't know when he in a position of power in Hollywood or in sports because he gotta, do Esau's bidding.
Right.
Right? But hey, sometimes you just gotta let that shit out. And he let that shit out and let you know, hey, y'all motherfuckers some racist ass motherfucking devils, man. That's why the Lord's gonna destroy your ass.
Yep. Hey, it's a beautiful time that we're in right now because the main one that's lifting up Esau's skirt is Esau.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The main one that's like exposing what's underneath that, under there, is Esau, man. They're the main whistleblowers right now. You know, they're the ones that's really exposing this devil. It's it's his own people because they're not getting that same slice. They're recognizing that, hey, these people that I'm supposed to get that same slice that you getting, man. You getting apple pie. I'm not getting apple pie, man. And they're pissed off about it, so they're exposing that shit, man. Yep. So it's beautiful.
Brother, read this real quick.
Yep.
This is this is scripture.
That's 222 right there. Call on you on my shit.
This scripture here is dealing with the ICBMs, but it's also dealing with why they're going to fall upon this place. All right, this is Zechariah 14:12. And this shall be the plague wherewith Yahweh will smite the people that have fought against Jerusalem.
Yeah. So this is the plague. All right, this is how the Heavenly Father is going to recompense all these nations. All right, all these nations is guilty. Right. Look at a map. All right, any country that is native to the actual heathen, they're guilty.
That's right.
All right, some party or parties pertaining to that country are complicit with the state and condition that the Israelites are in throughout the world, man. You know, the fact that you got Esau, that Esau fucking he'll have sanctions on certain countries, like Haiti, Cuba. All right, now those sanctions, don't allow the country to reach its full potential, so to say.
Right.
And that's purposefully done.
Holds them back.
Yeah, it holds them back, and it's done so that way that the inhabitants of that country is crippled.
Right.
All right. Trump talking about going down to Nigeria and going to war against them because you got so-called Christians in Nigeria getting killed by Muslims.
Right.
Okay.
But what's it really about?
Right.
Exactly.
What's it really about?
They got oil. They got oil reserves there in Nigeria that the U.S. wants. That's the reason why they beefing with Venezuela.
I'm just gonna say.
Anybody who got some resource, because you got to think, the eastern part of the world is pretty much not doing business with America.
Right.
All right, and then you got certain Central and South American countries, all right, in Canada that's not fucking with America.
Right.
So with that being the case, all right, America's like shit. We gotta get some money flowing.
Right.
So we gonna go to these countries that got oil that just so happen to be Israelite countries, and we gonna start some shit with them.
Right.
So that's what's going on. Okay.
All right. Hey, you was laughing at that too, right?
Oh yeah, the little Jewish lady looking at the sign like,
man?
I was like, yeah, tell you who these bitch.
Yeah.
Watch your pocket. This is
Right.
Zechariah 14.
That's at 2010.
I had to bring it back.
Yeah, it used to be a real thing.
Yeah.
every week, type of shit.
Yeah.
This shit.
I'm
What is
Jewish.
it? What
Oh,
is
you
it?
Jewish?
Is it like this?
Reading part way through Zechariah 14:12. Yahweh will smite the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes.
Yeah, how is that going to happen? What's the only way somebody can be standing up in a flesh, just burn? Just like if you ever look at say you cooking some steak on a barbecue pit, on a grill, you know, and it's got a nice chunk of fat on it. When you see that fire hit that chunk of fat, that shit, it start boiling, or sizzling, glistening. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's like butter. That fat starts to melt away.
They call it
Rendering. So that's what's going to happen to these people.
Yeah.
All right. Fuck your computer rendering. You gonna render it.
Right.
All right. Your flesh is gonna consume away. It's gonna melt away, man. And the way that's gonna happen, the only way that can happen is fire. All right. And the fire that's being described here is thermonuclear fire.
That's right.
Hey, there's a reason why Trump want to start testing nukes again.
Right.
Yeah, Trump wants to start testing nukes again because you have Russia that just was successful with a new nuclear missile they got.
Right.
Which they use nuclear energy to pretty much that's the housing mechanism, so to say, for the missile. So like for instance, you got nuclear submarines that use that nuclear power, and that should be good for like 35 years.
Right.
50 years.
Yeah.
All right? They don't got to stop and get gas. You know what I'm saying? That was crazy.
Yeah. The cloud line right there.
You know, they don't got to stop and get gas. You know what I'm saying? Worry about coming to the surface to get fueled up. They don't got to worry about that because it's nuclear energy. All right, so the rocket or missile that Putin and Russia just was successful with creating allows these missiles to just fly around above the earth for an undisclosed amount of time. All right, now that's some scary shit. If you are an enemy country, you mean to tell me Russia got missiles
That can just be up there.
that can fly around the earth,
Just making laps.
just just laughing for God knows how long.
Well, yeah.
And then when they decide to, they can push the button and it can hit
Right.
wherever they want it to hit.
Right. Hey, another thing with it too, making those laps means that it can get really precise in its location on where it wants to hit. Because sometimes, all right, you shoot it up once, you only got a one-time shot. But if it's just making laps, that means it can really fine tune on where it wants to drop at, man. You know, that's some scary shit in Esau's book.
Yep.
Hey, people forget. Yahweh is the one that created the smiths that blow at the coals
That's
of
right.
the fire.
That's right.
So this is his technology.
Yep.
You don't think it's gonna be something for the ages? If he's bringing this whole eon of Esau to an end, hey man, it says in Second Ezra, it said it's gonna be done with great signs and wonders.
333 right there.
All right, last sentence. And their tongues shall consume away in their mouth.
Right. So the way that's going to happen is thermonuclear fire. Right? That's how the Lord is going to recompense these nations. Because all these nations is guilty. All these nations is guilty for aiding Esau ultimately with, destroying the Israelites. Because all of them is on board with this new world order. You got Davos, you got G20, you got all these different secret meetings that the elites have. All right, these think tanks where people where they get together to formulate how they gonna further fuck the world up, man.
Yeah.
Right.
So all these nations is guilty.
When it is light, they practice.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Verse 13, and it shall come to pass that in that day that a great tumult from Yahweh shall be among them, and they shall lay hold every one on the hand of his neighbor, and his hand shall rise up against the hand of his neighbor.
Damn.
So ultimately, these nations ain't gonna see eye to eye.
Right.
You know?
Right.
But continue with this.
Hey, you're starting to see that too, if I may, real quick. You're starting to see that too within, even within the EU and NATO. You're starting to see these different countries not really being they're not on the same playing field, man. They're not seeing eye to eye no more. All right, they used to be all together, as far as in the direction that they wanted to go. But the scriptures say, can two walk together, at least they be agreed, man. A lot of these countries, they ain't seeing eye to eye. They're not in line like that anymore, man.
Right.
You know, so don't be surprised when you start to see breakups coming. Call Allah, email, back in the book of Psalms chapter 83. Again, this is verse 2. It says, for lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee has lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones.
Right, the hidden ones is talking about us, the Israelites. All right, especially the men of the Lord, the hopeful elect. All right, the crafty counsel, anytime they at least get together, all right, the Israelites are somewhere in the discussion.
Oh,
in the back
absolutely.
of their minds.
Absolutely.
You know, what we going to do about these Israelites? All right, because as Elder Yashwamba always says, you know, us bringing out the word of Yahweh Shemi outside has brought about the fulfillment of prophecy, has brought about the end of the world. Okay, us prophesying is bringing to end this world that we see and bringing in the world that we don't see, being the kingdom of heaven. Okay. Real quick, let's just go read that.
Quick and powerful. You know what I'm talking about? Talking about breaking strongholds and whatnot. You know what I'm talking about? Because to go along with what you're saying, hey, this word is powerful, man. Okay,
Hebrews 4:12.
Hebrews 4:12. Time, whatever. Bring that out to you.
This is Psalm 64:6. They search out iniquities, they accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep, but the Most High shall shoot at them with an arrow. Suddenly shall they be wounded. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
So earlier you had mentioned it's Esau that's bringing out, you know, information on what's going on. You know, all these elites getting exposed. All right, Esau's secret plans and, you know, his ulterior motives and all that is being revealed through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem outside. But a large catalyst of that is Edomites themselves. Okay? Edomites mad that they ain't get a piece of the pie.
Yeah.
You know, but when there was a, you know, for instance, say 20 years ago, like for instance, we was up the block, you got a bunch of old ass geriatrics. You got a whole bunch of geriatrics up the block protesting against pretty much this government, right? Everybody protesting look like they 80 plus,
Right.
80 years old plus, right? Now, 20 years ago, they was not complaining about how this government was ran,
Right.
even though this government 20 years ago was ran the same way as ran currently.
Exact same way. Right.
They wasn't complaining about that. But now that the truth is out and the veil has been removed and people see America for what it is, being completely corrupt, and that squeeze has taken hold of everybody to where everybody's affected. Now it's a problem. Now they want to start calling out injustice and all that.
Right.
No, it's too late, man.
Right.
It's too late. Okay, so
Chill
the
out.
Heavenly Father has made, has caused Esau's own tongue to fall upon himself, man. Who had Hebrews?
It was Hebrews 4:12 wasn't it? That wasn't it. Nah, that wasn't it.
Well, real quick, somebody hold 1 Corinthians 1 and 28.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 28. It says, 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 28, it says, actually, you want me to start at verse 27? 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 27. But the Most High has chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise, and the Most High have chosen the weak things of the world to confound the things which are mighty, and the base things of the world.
Hey, we're the weak things of the world. All right, we don't got fucking a unlimited amount of money, wealth. All right, okay. Hey, we're worms, as the scriptures say. But despite us being weak in the eyes of this world,
Right.
hey, we're confounding the mighty. Man, we on the internet pointing the finger at the elites, letting them know that they're going into slavery.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right. Hey, and it's through the words that's being brought out. You know, the Lord's using us to do it, to be the mouthpiece. But it's through these words that this place is truly crumbling, man. All right. Call all your Hey, cause you even have people that's so-called Christians bringing out our talking points.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
They're diving into the books that we went into years ago. You know, starting with the apostles, working its way on down, that we've gone into years ago. These points that we've brought out, they're going into it now and exposing that.
They're forced to.
You know what I mean? They have no choice.
Right.
Because it's right there on the doorstep, man.
They want to ride the Israelite coattails.
Yeah. Without giving credit.
Right.
Without giving proper credit on their source.
See, I was watching this video.
Right.
Yeah, I may not agree with everything they say, but I gotta pull this out. Now,
Because they don't got no talking points anymore.
Right.
Everything that Christianity stood for is all a lie.
Yep.
Because even though there's supposed to be a separation of church and state, the religion of Christianity, so to say, is heavily intertwined with the American government.
Right.
Okay? All these demons that sit up with a suit and tie on, claiming to be a senator, which the senator means elder, okay? Or a politician or congressman, for the most part, they'll sit up and tell you that they're Christians.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They'll sit up and tell you that they're Christians.
You gotta watch the birds. You gotta watch the birds.
And they are not. They're in the true context of the word Christian.
Yeah.
The definition, they are not followers of the anointing.
Right.
Okay? So, yeah, you know, go ahead.
Yeah, they're against the anointed. I was reading. 1 Corinthians, right?
That wasn't it. Hebrews 4:12 for the word of the Most High speaking powerful and sharp. What was we looking for?
Well, maybe when I looked, I don't know. I was no, that's what we was looking for. That right there.
Hebrews
but-
4:12.
I don't
You
know,
probably was in the wrong chapter.
I must have been in the wrong chapter when I looked at it, because it was. I was like, that ain't it. You know, it was talking about something. I must have looked at it wrong. This is in the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 1 verse 28. It says, "And base things of the world and the things which are despised hath the Most High chosen. Yea, the things which are not, to bring to naught things that are."
Yeah, we're despised, man. This world despises us. Okay, these people, when they see us out here on these street corners pushing the word, they despise us more than Jeffrey Epstein. Okay, or more than Bill Gates.
Right.
All right, more than Bezos and Zuckerberg and you know.
Yeah, I was in the wrong chapter or something.
Elon Musk and all them. All right, Carl Schwab.
Right.
All right, all these oligarchs and whatnot that are Fauci.
Right.
Fauci killed your grandma, man.
Right.
Fauci put your grandma. My mama's dead because of Fauci.
My mama.
You know. But these people hate us and despise us more than the ones that's responsible for the conditions that they gotta live in, man. And it's all because of the truth.
Right.
All right, we are not of the world. If we were of this world, the world would love us.
Right.
But we are not of this world, so that therefore, you know, this world they don't love us.
Right.
Okay. Read that last part again in that Corinthians. Or you dropped it? Oh, it's all good. It's all good. Go ahead.
Okay. This is Hebrews chapter 4, verse 12. It says, "But the word of the Most High is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit and of the joints and marrow."
Yeah, hey, so look. For so long, Christianity used the Bible, okay, but never did these televangelists, all right, these 501c3 charter preachers, never did they direct their message in any type of form toward the elites, calling them out to where it made the elites uncomfortable.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
They didn't use the sword, being the word of the Lord, properly. All right, calling out the evil of this world, man.
Yeah. No, the Bible has been it's been misused for a long time. You know, to where it rocked the people to sleep. They used it to rock the people to sleep. They didn't use it for the proper purpose. Right. Yeah. And it's only in this day and age where the Great Awakening has happened. You know what I'm saying? After the works of Abba Bivens, you know, which we believe to be Elijah the prophet, according unto the scripture, that the scriptures say that he would send Elijah back to turn the hearts of the sons back.
That's in Malachi.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, get us in Malachi. Last chapter.
Yep. Let me grab that real quick. Let me grab that real quick.
If
But
I may say real quick.
yeah, go ahead.
Hey, you know, just to add to your point, we was talking about Book of Eli earlier, and the wicked nigga only wanted the Bible so that he could rule over people.
Right.
Right? So like you said, he could rock them to sleep and use that book to keep people docile. Right? It was Eli who needed that book to pass it on to those that was going to do something. You
Right.
know what I mean?
Right.
Just using that as an example, the wicked of this world when they use this to kumbaya the people to night.
Hey, and it's powerful that it's the scriptures, man.
Right.
They didn't use the Quran to write time.
The Book of the Dead.
You know what I'm talking about? They didn't use you know a book that the Moabites was into.
Right.
To formulate time and
Mission
to,
Stele.
you know what I'm saying, to track how things was going. They used the scriptures, man.
Exactly.
You know, because the scriptures are actually powerful. This book is actually living. It's alive.
Right.
However, the ones that was in charge of it, they to the best of their ability, they thought that they can get a hold of it and use this power towards their purpose. And the Heavenly Father has pulled the okie doke on them.
Right.
You know, this is Malachi chapter 4, verse 5. It says, "Behold, I will send you Elijah the prophet before." Okay, you want verse 4? This is Malachi chapter 4, verse 4. "Remember ye the law of Moses, my servant, which I commanded unto him in Horeb for all Israel."
Yeah, and coming back to the truth, you by default start to remember the law of Moses. When you was in the world, man, we wasn't worried about when the Sabbath come in and
144 right there.
whatever the case
Call
may
on
be.
you about
Worried
Shabbat
about our
Shabbat.
diet. Yeah, hey man,
Right.
hey. Sometimes I think back to Army days, military. Man, being in the military, you have one of the worst diets
Oh yeah,
ever.
most definitely. Yeah, for sure.
That shit bugs me out. How the people supposed to be in charge of defending this nation have the worst diets ever.
Yeah.
All right, because if you go to the DFAC, that's some decent food, but it ain't nothing but glorified school lunch.
Right,
Excuse me.
right,
It ain't nothing but glorified school lunch.
right.
All right.
It's cafeteria food.
Cafeteria. That's what
That's it.
it's
Cafeteria
It's
food.
coming from Food Services of America.
Yep.
And
It's just glorified though. They may put a little extra salt on it. That's it. You know?
so you got that aspect, all right? And then a lot of times cats don't even go to the defect. Oh, they survive off pizza. Pizza, niggas, man, you will always see a delivery of fucking Domino's or Pizza Hut coming on base to deliver pizza to some Edomite, some 11 Bravo
Right.
that live off energy drinks, Monster energy drinks, and goddamn pizza.
11 Bravo's your infantryman, by the way.
Yeah, or 11 Charlie.
Yeah, right.
Mortar.
Right.
Mortar.
The 11's the whole 11 series. That's your guys that's in the field. That's your frontline infantry. Frontline infantry. There's a joke on that, but I'll tell you brothers about it later. But yeah, and if it's not pizza, it's pizza. It's the pizza rolls. You know what I'm talking about? The microwavable pizza rolls. You know,
Yeah.
sixes.
You know.
So
That's how these people survive. Boy,
Right.
The cats in the military, you know, their diets is horrible, man.
Right.
Horrible.
Right.
Hardly drink water. Hardly drink water. You drinking Gatorade,
Yeah.
Powerade,
Powerade,
soda,
Monster energy drinks.
Monsters, coffee.
Right.
You know, hardly
right.
drinking water.
Right.
And they all smoke cigarettes.
They're only drinking water when they're commanded to drink
Yeah.
water.
Yeah.
That's the only time they drink water. You know, on the ruck march.
Going out partying every night.
Yep.
Okay, liver.
Yep. Liquor's cheap
Or beer.
because there's no taxes
Yeah,
at the what's that?
PX.
What's that called? The commissary.
P.O.
At the PX.
Yeah,
Same thing.
Yeah.
Right? There's no taxes, so the liquor's really cheap, man. You know, you can get what's that? The fifth or whatnot. You know, $20. $20 $20 something of a hard liquor, you know.
What's up?
No, yeah. Hey, so the all your military individuals, they're addicted to, they're hooked on alcohol. All right, they all smoke cigarettes, chain smokers. All right, you know, they're trying to clean them up now to where they're not weirdos. They're trying to phase out the weirdos out of it, but it's too late for America's military, man. It's not going to be that snapback that they wanted, but they know that this place is actually heading towards war, you know. But anyway, let me get back to this. This is Malachi chapter 4, verse 5. It says, "Behold, I will send you Elijah the prophet before the coming of the great and dreadful day of the Lord."
Yeah, so the Heavenly Father said he was going to send Elijah the prophet before the coming of the great and terrible, you know, the dreadful day of the Lord.
Yep.
All right, and that's twofold, because Elijah the prophet came as in the form of John the Baptist during the time of Yahushua. He was a forerunner, all right, or the pioneer.
Yeah.
Okay.
For the ministry, man.
For the ministry.
The ministry that we're currently involved in. All right. Even though you got Salaki, I don't mean to cut you off, but even though you got Israelite groups out there that want to teach that John the Baptist fell out of the truth, John the Baptist was the forerunner for the ministry that we're currently involved in, man. All right, for Yahushua's ministry, man. Okay.
So wait, so like, I was just reading this week. Look at how beautifully Yahushua spoke about John the Baptist. And you gonna say some shit like that? You gotta be a dumbass nigga, man.
You are a demon. You know? Hey, that clearly shows you that
You see that shit? That's crazy, man. Like, can we get a day?
No.
Can we get a day to breathe? Damn, man. It's like it.
It's like, but John the Baptist being the pioneer, the forerunner to Yahushua. Okay? And to say that John the Baptist was not a man of the Lord or fell out the truth, you talking down on, like, it's either one of two things. You don't got understanding, or you understand, but you just a demon. 888 rock.
You just a demon?
You just a demon.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So continue with that. Read that last part.
Yep. It says, "Behold, I will send you Elijah the prophet before the coming of the great and dreadful day of the Lord. And he shall turn the heart of the fathers to the children, and the heart of the children to their fathers, lest I come and smite the earth with a curse."
Yeah, you know. And so John the Baptist, all right, being Elijah, he came in, you know, around the time of Elijah came in the form of John the Baptist around the time of Yahushua.
Yep.
All right, the forerunner. And then also as Abba Bivens, in this time, he came back, all right, in the 50s, late 50s, early 60s,
Right.
70s, so on and so forth, all right, to prepare, you know, the men of the Lord that will come after him to pretty much gather what you see currently, you know, the hopeful elect currently, man.
Yep.
All right, so John the Baptist, aka Elijah, aka Abba Bivens, is a very important man to Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
That's right.
Okay?
That's right.
And so to talk down or try to downplay that, you were asking for your ass to be kicked
Yep.
by Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man.
Yep.
You asking for it, man.
Yep.
Hey, man, I was just thinking that today. When I went to that class for the niggas, that vibration was off and it didn't vibe in the spirit. Thank the Lord every day for making man. You know, to have that, the Lord blesses
You
the
talking about
eyes.
ISUK.
Yeah, the Lord blesses your eyes and your ears, man. And to water for that, because otherwise you end up following one of these motherfuckers, man.
Blind.
If the Lord, you know what I'm saying, because those guys they're necessary stumbling blocks for the ones that's supposed to stumble at that, you know. But for the actual elect, they're gonna find their way to the correct doctrine, man.
Right.
They're gonna find their way. Hey, the path has been put out there, you know. What's that in Ezra? It says that the path is it's straight and narrow.
Yep.
Only one
And
can enter
we can
in.
get it at 2
Yep.
Ezra 7.
Yep.
After we read these books like that.
So hey, the Lord puts you on that path, man, and only the ones that's supposed to go through that path will make it through that path. It also says that straight is the way and broad is the way that the way of the world, pretty much. How's that quoted? Broad is the way that leadeth to destruction.
Yep.
You know?
Few there be that find it.
Yep, few there be that find it. That was it.
The way that leads to life. Yeah,
Yep.
that was it. Narrow, broad is the way that leads to destruction, and narrow is the path that leads to life.
Yep.
And there's few that find it.
Yep. Let me, if I may, real quick. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 4, to go in with what we read. It says, "For the weapons of our warfare, warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the pulling down of strongholds."
Yeah, the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. All right, we don't take up combatives, taking up weapons, taking up guns and knives, and on some Batman shit. You know what I'm saying? You got daggers and
Right.
jumping, doing a cartwheel and fucking throwing your cape over you and fucking disappearing and shit with a smoke bomb. We don't
Ninja
know.
stars and shit.
Yeah, we ain't doing all that.
Hey, the Bruce Lee, what's those shits? The nunchucks. There we go. The water, brother. You know exactly what I was talking about.
Oh, yeah.
The Bruce Lee nunchucks, man. Smacking yourself in the head with them.
Yeah,
you know?
the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. Our only weapon is the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Okay?
Hey, and with this weapon, we see the downfall of our enemy, man.
It's a weapon. It's a defense. All right, real quick, somebody hold grab Ephesians 6 real quick and read that real quick. Was you still reading in that?
One more verse.
Yeah, go ahead.
It says, casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of the Heavenly Father, and bringing it.
Everything. Everything that's currently structured on this earth is adverse to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So with us using the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushua to pretty much point out the evils going on in this world, hey, that's bringing this shit to naught, man.
Yep.
All right, everything in this earth is exalted, full of pride against the Creator. You know.
Yep.
But something as insignificant in the eyes of these people as the prophets of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and simply reading the Bible is casting all this shit to the ground, man.
Yep.
As in Jericho.
All right, and prophecy is responsible for that. You know.
It says, and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Yahweh Shai.
Yeah, because ultimately, hey, if you don't want to adhere to Yahweh Shem Yahushua and get down, you're going to be sent back to the spirit world, man.
Yes, that's it. You're going to have a hard reset.
Yeah, you're going to be sent back to the spirit world, and then when you come back in the reincarnation, then you'll be subject to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. But everything is going to be in subjection to the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, because that's going to be Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to be the theocracy that's going to be set up on the earth. All right, the righteous rule is going to be a righteous theocracy spearheaded by Yahweh Shem Yahushua and the Israelites.
Yep.
That the whole world is going to have to get down with.
You're going to have to get down. What the Lord say? Those my enemies which would not that I should rule over them, bring hither and slave before me, man. So if you ain't trying to get down with the program, you're gonna have to get hard reset. Luke 19. Let me grab that real quick. Yeah.
Because Ephesians 6 and 12, we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places.
Yeah, so this is more than just us saying the so-called white man is the devil. No, it goes deeper than that, man. It goes into there's an evil force that is controlling the so-called white man.
Right.
That you can't see with your own two eyes. You gotta have the spirit of Yahweh Shemi outside, the Holy Spirit, to see that.
Right.
All right, and to know that even above that, Yahweh Shemi outside is controlling that spirit that's controlling Esau Edom.
Right.
All right, but real quick, read that, Luke 19.
This is Luke chapter 19, verse 27. But those my enemies which would not that I should reign over them.
Right, and we didn't finish it, but in Psalm 83, it talks about the list of nations that are enemies and that hate Yahweh Shemi Shai. You know, Al-Razazar will finish that.
Yeah, we'll go back to that.
Those are the enemies, and above that, before even getting to those enemies, Yahweh Shai, that was Yahweh Shai speaking. He's talking about knucklehead, rebellious 2/3 Israelites.
Right. This is red letter.
You know,
this is red letter right here.
Knucklehead, rebellious Israelites that don't want to pretty much be in obedience to Yahweh via Yahweh Shai. Okay, those they're gonna have to bow down and be dusty. You know, that's why it tells you that in Ezekiel, the Lord's gonna have Jake come under the bond of the covenant.
Yep.
You know,
yep.
And if they don't want to get down with the program, all right, they're gonna have to express ticket, one-way ticket back to the spirit world.
Yeah, you're gonna have to come back as a little baby, man.
Yep, back to the ether.
To where all you know is the right way, man. All right, because the Lord gave you two options. You can either recognize what wickedness is and turn from that, or you can come back as a little baby and not know. You know what I'm saying? You know, get that hard reset, man.
Go ahead.
It says,
that was it.
did I read the whole verse?
I believe it.
Okay.
You can read that.
But those my enemies which would not that I should reign over them, bring hither and slay them before me. So yeah, I might have read that whole thing. You're gonna have to get that hard reset, man. If you don't want to get down with Yahweh Shemi Shai in this day and age, you're gonna have to get the hard reset, because you gonna get down one way or the other, man. You're gonna get down one way or the other, you know?
Yeah. All right, this is Ephesians 6 and 12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against rulers of the darkness of this world.
Yeah, the least that rule this world is in spiritual darkness, man. All right, the spirit. That's why the scriptures say in Habakkuk, his soul which is lifted up within him is not upright.
Right.
You know, Esau doesn't have an upright spirit. All right, they got spiritual scoliosis.
Bent over like a question mark. Hey, the scriptures say too, that which is crooked cannot be made straight, man. There's no, hey, the Lord made them that way, man. He made them crooked. You can't correct the Edomite.
Yeah,
you know,
you trying to convince a snake to not be a snake.
Right.
No, I want you to act like a lizard.
Hey, I want you to. Hey, you over here trying to. I'm sorry. You trying to counsel it, the snake. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get it to not inject venom out there. You know what I'm saying? Like you know, you can't. It's a snake, man. It's gonna do what it was made to do. That's like trying to tell a man that he can't be a man. You know, that he can't go and do what a man's supposed to do in creation and whatnot. You know, it doesn't work that way. You know, so Esau was made to do to be the wicked here upon the earth. You can't counsel that out of him. You can't, no matter how much you talk to him, how much you try to give courses to him or whatnot. Yeah, rehabilitation. It ain't gonna work. He's still gonna be the devil, man. All right, because that's what he was. That was exactly what I was about to say. Go ahead,
against spiritual wickedness in high places, wherefore take unto you the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to withstand in the day of in the evil day.
Yeah, you got to take unto you the whole armor of the Heavenly Father. All right, which that armor is contained in the scriptures. All right, now the so-called Christian church, Baptist church, they've read the scripture over the course of so-called Christianity here in America,
right?
But they had no understanding of what it's talking about. Go ahead.
Having done all to stand, stand therefore having your loins girt about with truth.
Yeah,
Ooh.
truth.
With truth.
This world, you ain't gonna find truth in these so-called churches.
Nah.
All right, you ain't gonna find truth coming from so-called white people. All right, you ain't gonna find truth coming from the American government. All right, you're not gonna find truth in any of those avenues or sources. Okay. That man was double shit.
Clown world, man. But yeah, no, that band was nice. I just you know, threw the hand up, but yeah. He's a clown.
14. Yeah. Stand there. I thought it was an essay. Stand therefore, having your loins girt about with truth, and having on the breastplate of righteousness, and your feet shod.
Right, righteousness. You ain't gonna find righteousness coming from Esau, man.
Right.
All right. Donald Trump. You actually think you're gonna find righteousness coming from Donald Trump?
Hell
This
no.
man don't care if you starve to death.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
But this man got wealth galore. All right, he's not hurting for any he's not skipping meals.
Right.
All right, but you think righteousness, you gonna find righteousness coming from him?
Stand therefore, having your loins girt about with truth, having on the breastplate of righteousness, and your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. Above all,
the gospel of peace. Okay. We got the gospel of peace, being that the nucleus of peace is Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. That's true peace. Esau ain't bringing no type of peace, despite them preaching whatever they, you know, these churches preach. It hasn't led to any type of peace.
Right.
When Esau in power and rulership, the bro will never experience peace. Okay?
above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked.
That shield of faith, man. Hey, the scriptures tell you, I think that's in Galatians, that faith is a gift, right? We're reading, that's Galatians 6, right?
Mm-hmm.
But that's Ephesians 6. I believe in Galatians, it tells you that faith itself is a gift, you know? And that says that we got to take that shield of faith, man. All right? You got to be able to, you got to actually hold on to that. You know, there's a lot of, in the times that we're approaching, we're about to face some very hectic times, man. All right, we're entering into that, you know? Brothers are feeling the effects of things that's going on right now that, you know, that it's just going to keep getting worse. It's just going to keep on adding on. You got to have that faith, man. You got to really be locked in with that faith. And it's supposed to be a shield onto you, man. To keep, it said to protect against the fiery darts of the wicked. Or fiery darts, how's that? Sorry, read that one more time.
Fiery darts of the wicked.
The fiery darts of the wicked, man. You know? Those darts come quick. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have that faith so that way you can protect against that, because you don't know when it's gonna strike, man. You don't know when what avenue it's gonna take, which direction it's gonna come from. You know? So you gotta have that shield of faith. That shield of faith is important. That's vitally important in the armor set that we're supposed to have on. You know?
And take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of the Most High.
The end of your faith is salvation. Salvation is the reward of your faith. So that's why you got to, Abarazazah, put on that helmet, being you expect to be delivered. You expect salvation. As a result of putting on that whole body armor and preparation for the spiritual battle, you got this helmet on, knowing that the end result of the spiritual battle is going to be you being delivered, Lord willing. All right. So, last one. Okay. Yeah. Grab Grab Jeremiah and then grab
I still got Psalms.
Real quick.
Psalms 83.
Finish Psalms and then grab Jeremiah.
Okay. It's Psalms chapter 83, picking up at verse 3. It says, "They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said," yeah, "they have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may no longer, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance."
Right. Hey, and that's what the elite, that's why they call themselves Israelis. You know, they don't even want the proper name of Israel to be in remembrance, man. You know, the state of Israel, so on and so forth.
Right.
All right? They don't want that term or name Israel to be applied to its proper people. Okay, go ahead.
It says, "For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites."
Yeah, so-called white men, Edom, the Ishmaelites, Arabs,
"Of Moab and
Moab,
the
the Chinese.
and the Hagareans.
Yep. Some Hamites,
Gabal,
right? Which I believe is some more. It might be more Hamites. Go ahead.
and Ammon,
And Ammon, so-called Japanese,
and Amalek,"
and Amalek.
which are those are the imposters, man.
Yeah, the small hats.
The tiny tops, right? The little hats. The wish people, right? we got names on top of names for those guys. You know? But they're truly the rulers of the world right now, man. That's the top of the wicked right there. That's the most wickedest point of the arrow, if you want to look at it in that fashion. Okay? It says the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. Ashur also is joined with them. They have holpen the children of Lot.
Yeah, and the children of Lot being Moab and Ammon. All right, but real quick, the
Gabal.
H1381, Gabal, and it says a mountainous area south of the Dead Sea, which would be some Arabs. All right, the Dead Sea in the land of Israel. South of that, you know, you got the people that's currently south of the Dead Sea today is Arabs. All right. Go ahead.
Which those Arabs will treat you just as bad as an Edomite would treat you, man.
Oh, 100%.
You know, you go over there
No,
and
they'll shit on your girlfriend.
on your girl, yeah,
Shit in her mouth and give her some money and send her back to America.
to come and kiss you. Yeah, man. Those Arabs. Don't think that those Arabs think any kindly of you. Don't think that those are brothers to you, man. They're just as racist as an Edomite is towards you. All right. They was involved in the slave trade just as much as Esau was, man. Just as much as Ham was, man. Okay?
Yeah, man, them motherfuckers be, that confederated together that we was,
Yep, that we were
that we
reading.
went into.
Yep.
These motherfuckers, man, this shit pisses me off. That nigga on TikTok with the, never, 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 don't forget the beverage. Them niggas ain't doing nothing but serving you death, man.
Right.
And laughing about it behind your fucking back.
Right.
Like, I've heard an actual I've heard an actual conversation between an Edomite and an Arab, and they was laughing about serving fried chicken around this area.
Man.
Because they know it's fucking killing them. So, hey, they're not your friends, man. No matter, hey, buddy, when you go in their store and
Right.
they ain't taking pictures with you and shit, they fucking hate you.
Brother.
Yeah, all that shit, man.
All that shit.
Yeah.
They made some of the main ones fucking up your whole neighborhood and fucking up your health, man.
This shit. I know that's Elon. That's Elon. But
That's
same
him
thing.
too.
No, same thing. All these nations are against us. That's what the brother was getting into.
Yep.
All these nations are against us, man. Everybody else, even our own people are against us.
Right.
Okay? It's the men of the Lord versus the world, man. All right? There's nothing outside of that. It's the 148. This brother has a statement. You know, fuck everybody and everything outside of the elect, man. Okay? Because this whole world is against us. Whether they look like us or whether they, you know what I'm saying, just because they're not Esau doesn't mean that they're not your enemy, man. Okay? This is back in Psalms 83 verse 9. It says, "Do unto them as unto the Midianites." Okay.
This is Jeremiah 51, and I'm going to start back at 6. Flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity, for this is the time of the Lord's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense. Babylon hath been a golden cup in the Lord's hand.
Yeah, hey, the so-called Holy Grail, the Holy Grail.
Holy Grail.
Grail. All right. America's been, you know, a golden cup. You see a goblet, a gold goblet, and they holding it, and it's all precious and shit.
Right.
You know, that's been America, man.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
But now, it has been a golden cup. Now that cup is it's fucking, it got mildew inside of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It was gold-plated tungsten.
That's all. Yeah.
The jewels was fake on that one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Lab grown.
They just popping off.
Yeah, you got
the super glued on.
You got that damn cup from Chuck E. Cheese, man.
right.
You know?
Hey, the paint's chipping off.
Yeah.
You know?
It was made out of the same shit that the Burger King crowns is made of. Just looked real pretty.
That shit
looked good.
That shit was 3D printed.
Right.
Hey, 3D printed fucking golden cup.
You know how the rappers in their music video they got fake money?
Yeah.
That shit was a fake cup.
Fake ass cup.
You know?
It's an AI cup. You know? Hey, but America was that country everybody wants to come to.
Right.
You know, the beacon of light.
Yep.
Come here. You can. Everybody can get rich.
Right.
You know, the
There's
streets
a whole
are paved
dream.
in gold. There's money on the ground.
Right.
You know, you find money, you can just find money on the ground.
Right.
That, you know, you gotta be special in 2025 to find money on the ground.
Shit.
All right. You know what I'm saying?
Great day when you find some money.
Right.
Life changes sometimes.
Hey, 333. Call line.
Go ahead.
Verse 7, reading on. Actually, wrong. Yep. Reading on in verse 7 of Jeremiah 51, the nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad.
Yeah, hey, and when it goes into that word mad, speak on that, Tawab. Speak on that.
Read that again.
Yep, gotcha. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad.
Yeah, all these nations have taken, they've taken the same route that Babylon took, man.
Yep.
You know, they thought that was their way to success as well. America was once deemed the richest country, the best country on earth, man. You know, so all these other nations have taken that same, just like you got somebody that becomes rich, you want to follow them to on that path to become rich. All these nations have taken that same path, thinking that they too can become rich, based off of what Babylon has put out there, man. But they've become mad. They've realized that this has been this was a false dream, man.
Hey, that word halal, word mad is the Hebrew 1984 halal, which is funny because the Arabs say halal means good or kosher, clean. But really it means, according to the Hebrew, it means mad, man.
Right.
All right.
Halal is also praise. Yep.
So in the Strong's definition, it says the primitive root, to be clear, originally of sound but usually of color, to shine, hence to make a show, to boast, and thus to be clamorously foolish.
Wow.
All right, to rave, causatively to celebrate, also to stultify. Can you look that word up? Stultify.
Stultify.
And look it up in the Edom. stultify. All right. Stultify, make boast self, celebrate, commend, deal make foolishly, glory, give light, make feign self, mad, against, giving marriage, sigh, or excuse me, sing, be worthy of praise, raise, renown, shine. So pretty much these nations are clamorously foolish. Someone who's clamorous will just talk all the damn time. You just a babbler, just talking to be talking. All right, that's these nations, man. That wine that Esau gave them has caused them to just ramble. To Esau's a damn demonic psychiatrist, right? That these heathens came to Esau for his psychiatric practice. Okay, just kind of trying to put the right word with it.
I ain't gonna help you on that.
Esau's psychiatric practice, all right, has caused these nations to bug out. Esau got roofies and damn fucking fentanyl and all kind of shit that he injected in a bottle of water. Right? And when you go see Esau, these nations went to go see Esau to go sit down with him to go help. You know, they want to get help with their nation. You know what I'm saying? The elites of those nations go sit down with Esau. He give them a bottle of water. They don't know that this nigga injected roofies and some other shit up in there.
They don't Bill Cosby them.
Yeah, so now that these nations drunk that shit, they sitting up in the damn in the office with Esau, butt naked, bugged out, just yapping away, talking about their gods and deities and oh yeah, well, we'll switch this one out with oh Jesus Christ. Oh yeah, we okay. And then they go give that shit to their nation, and now all these nations is bugged out, man. All right, so that's what's going on, man. The fact that you got elites from all these other nations that meet up with Esau and actually converse about a new world order lets you know that they bugged out, man. All right, because in times past, nations would actually put up a fight against committing so-called on their behalf sacrilege, and conforming to some other nations' gods. You know what I'm saying? But that's a two-edged sword too, because a lot of times the other nations welcome other gods too, because they're heathens. All right, but read that word.
They're confederate. The only thing that these nations is truly all on one accord with is keeping Israel down. As far as Yasharallah, the true Israelites, man, the so-called Negro, Latino, Native, and Seminole Indians, keeping them down. That's the only thing that they truly are all in league with, man. Everything else, they are against each other, you know. Stultify. From Edom Online.
Like you speak Greek.
Right. From
sci-fi does.
right. From Edom Online, okay, it's a verb from 1766 as a legal term, alleged to be of unsound mind. From late Latin, stultificare.
To be of unsound mind.
Right.
You are out of your mind. You are bugged out. These heathens. All right, they're mad. They're bugged out. They're out of their mind as a result of kissing Esau's ass, man. You know, taking so-called democracy and fashioning their kingdoms or their nations under that order. All right, we gonna totally no kings. We don't want no dictator or anything like that. The way our countries have been ran for the past century or whatever the case may be, thousands of years, we're gonna do away with that and set up a democracy,
Right.
which don't even work here in America. So how is it gonna work in your country?
Right.
All right, to be of an unsound mind.
Well, it looked good, right? It was that golden cup. 333 call all you know about It was that golden cup. It looked good. America played a great role of making itself look as if it was on point, man. But now we're starting to see that in the end it doesn't look good. Just like the juicy juice jab, man. Right? It looked good, but people are starting to realize that the results of that ain't good, man. You know? It says from late Latin, stutificare, turn into foolishness. All right? From Latin, studilis, foolish, uneducated, literally unmovable.
Yeah, you just dumb as a fucking, like a frog. You can throw rocks at a frog and then it just sit there and get boop, boop, boop.
Ribbit.
Really, you think about vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked. Like Esau, at his core of his teachings, is idolatry. He wants you to turn from Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. He wants the other nations to turn against the people of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. That's his goal, is to really make them turn from Yahweh. Because those other nations, you know, they have their own gods. But if they was to hear the truth, they might, be like, damn, okay, hey, if that's what's gonna happen, that's what's gonna happen. We'll let that happen. But Esau fed him that pride, man. Puffed him up with a balloon, like, nah, you good. Yeah, say, hey, man, here, hit this.
They start talking like Edomite. The helium, they start talking like Edom.
That stupid ass voice.
They fucking putting on a suit and shit and a tie.
Yeah.
Hey, there was a YouTube, it's on YouTube, where it showed these Arabs talking like Americans, you know, and it was like, okay, well, this is what Americans sound like to Arabs. Because you know how, like, for so-called Americans, you hear Ishmael or Elam, I did their birthday.
Right.
You know, or Ishmael, you know.
Right.
So these Arabs over in Afghanistan somewhere or something like that, or Elon, that would be Elon. They was talking like Edomites.
Yeah.
It was like, yeah, Jim, yeah, sure. That just shit sound funny, man.
Hey, he did a good ass job with it.
That shit sounded crazy. It sounded crazy, but that's what happens when you take Esau's helium.
Right.
All right, you gonna wake up with a suit and tie on, uncomfortable
Uncomfortable as hell.
clothes tight as hell,
Right.
sweating.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know that with the Easter
Sunday.
outfit you'd have to put on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And going to church and fucking that suit, your underarm pits is just soaking wet.
Yep.
You know what I'm
Your
saying?
toes all scrunched together like this in the stupid ass shoes.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
To add to that, you're gonna wake up with a suit on, a tie on, some stupid ass shoes, and your booty hole gonna be sore.
Oh man.
Because Esau pushing nothing but wickedness, man.
Yeah.
That is part of the doctrine.
Hey, you gonna have a high pitched voice.
You get the Alizar treatment.
Oh man.
You know what I'm saying? You're talking like, hi, Jim. You know, your voice
Hi,
went from
Jim.
being
That's
normal to
why your voice that high, because the Alizar treatment. You
This
know?
is crazy.
We was talking about this yesterday. We was talking about this yesterday. That irritating ass Edomite voice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That Edomite voice, that male Edomite voice that just sounds gay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Go ahead, bro.
Reading on in this definition, it says the first element is cognate
I know what it means now.
with Latin
I know what it Israelite
studis,
is now.
slow, dull, obtuse.
Slow, dull, obtuse.
Yeah.
All right, these people are slow and dull. Okay?
I know what it means now. What does that mean?
We talked about it before.
Yeah.
Well, he said, I know what it means now.
Nah, he don't know though. He don't know.
But the spirit wasn't on him to say that.
777 calling on you.
But for him not to have any idea of what an Israelite is and to now know, it's like, hey, whether he does something with it or not, hey, that's whatever.
Hey, but
No, it ain't enough.
We doing our job.
But I attribute it
No,
to
it ain't enough.
the Lord put the spirit on him to say that.
Yeah, no,
You know what I'm
that's real.
They
That's
go
real.
fishing some men. Sometimes you're going to lose fish here.
And that's a W. That's a W because, you know, at least he wasn't on some bug down shit.
Nah, he
to where
wasn't-
We
he
got
wasn't
into
bug out.
confrontation.
Right.
Right.
whether it's verbal or we gotta put hands on them or whatever.
Right.
And
So you gotta.
it's not like he disagreed, right?
Yeah, counsel blessings. Because I was thinking that, oh man, we gonna have to fucking get into it with this
Already.
guy. The way he was across the street buzzed out.
Yep.
No, it ain't enough. No, it ain't enough, man. You know what I'm saying?
all
You gotta do something with that, with what you know. You can't just know. I know the information ain't enough, man. All right? You gotta actually do something with what you know.
And the word ain't meant for everybody. And fuck you too, you fucking
Mama,
bitch. Faggot.
You know? See, they know something. No, it ain't enough.
Nigga,
You gotta start something.
The nigga gonna ride by and flip
comes
us
by
off.
the
You
hearing of
fucking
the word.
punk bitch.
Hey, we're in that. If you can tell, we're in that spirit to where it's like, hey, fuck people, man. You know what I'm saying? It's coming down to the wire. It's coming down to the wire. You gonna be about the Lord or you ain't. You know what I'm saying? And if you ain't, then fuck you, man. We read that earlier. Those my enemy, right? The Luke. Those my enemies, which Luke 19, right? Those my enemy, which would not that I should reign over them, bring hither and slay before me, man. All right, we're coming down to the wire. You either gonna be about the word or you ain't. Okay. It's back on the Adam Online for the word stulify. All right. Slow, dull, obtuse. The meaning make or cause to appear foolish or absurd is from the 1809. All right. Foolish talk, silly babbling. All right. Ridiculous, foolish. That's pretty much the point.
Yeah, so these nations have become even more dumb as a result of listening to Esau.
Yep.
Go ahead, bro.
Verse 8, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her? Take balm for her pain. If so, be she may be healed.
Yeah, like
If
with
so
America,
be, she may be healed. If so be,
She may be healed.
with America, there's no remedy, all right, or anything that can be done to make this place a golden era, to have a golden era. All right, there's nothing that can be done to make this place what it once was. All right, the decadence that America once had is done. It's a wrap. Okay, it's a wrap. There's no bomb. This place is injured, but there's nothing that's going. There's no tourniquet. There's no medic that can stop the bleeding. Okay, this place is about to bleed out. All right, there's nothing that anybody can do to make America great again. All right, according to the scriptures.
We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed.
Right. If this place could be healed, it'd be healed already, man.
Right.
All right, a quantitative easing, a stimulus package, packages, income tax, you name it.
you name it.
All right, there's nothing that anybody can do to help this place, because if it could have been done, it would have been done already.
Forsake her and let us go, everyone.
Hey, forsake her.
Right.
You know,
Right.
forsake this place. That's what these nations gonna do. They gonna, man, we going back to India. We going back to Nepal. All right, we going back to the UK. We going back to Russia, to China, to the Philippines, to wherever the hell these people came from. All right, they about to get the fuck up out of here.
Forsake her and let us go, everyone, into his own country. For her judgment reached unto heaven and is lifted up even to the sky.
All right, judgment reached unto heaven. Okay, and even unto the skies. All right, grab that in Revelation 18. 18. What do you have, bro?
I got 1 John chapter 2. This is 1 John chapter 2, verse 15. It says, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world.
Right, so going into forsaking this world, man. All right, forsaking Babylon the Great, forsaking this world. You know, you can't have your spirit invested in this place. All right, because you'll lose track of your first love.
Yeah, what's
All
important.
right, which is serving Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Go ahead, bro.
This is Revelation 18:4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people.
Right, and this is going to be a literal voice. All right, spoken in the Hebrew, pertaining to the elect. All right, the 1/3 here in America, in Babylon the Great. All right, simultaneously when the missiles is coming down to destroy this place,
Yep.
you're going to have Yahweh Shem outside, the angel, you know, give that call. Okay? Go ahead.
12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7.
That ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not her plagues.
Right, so the plagues that this place is going to receive is thermonuclear destruction. Right. All right, so the elect is going to be delivered from that. The 1/3 here in America is going to be delivered that. But be delivered from that, Salaki, because you got elect all around the world, but the 1/3 and the 2/3 are expressly talking about here in Babylon the Great. All right, the 2/3 is going to be left here as a sacrifice along with the heathen, and then you know, the 1/3 is going to be delivered.
Finish your train of thought.
You know, that was it.
Is there more on that, Willie?
Yep. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High hath remembered her iniquities.
Hey, the Lord knows of all the iniquities that has taken place here in Babylon the Great, man. All right, there's been a whole bunch of wickedness that has happened towards the people of the Heavenly Father, man, here on the shores of America. Okay, the Lord remembers all of that. You may scrub it away from the history books, right? You got Donald Trump trying to take certain things out of the history books and whatnot. You may be able or even the certain towns that's been buried underneath, you know, Jake towns that's been buried underneath lakes and whatnot.
Yep.
You may be able to cause it where the people forgets, but the Heavenly Father Himself doesn't forget, man.
Ecclesiastes, the 3rd chapter, tells you that the Most High requires that which is past.
That's right.
All right, what's past was so-called physical slavery, Jim Crow era. All right, Jim Crow era. You know, Jake getting lynched and all that. Yeah, okay, that was, which Jakes still are getting lynched.
Right.
All right, but for the most part, you can consider that in the past. Well, guess what? The Heavenly Father requires that, meaning Esau got to pay for that, man.
That's right.
All right, you can't touch the apple of Yahweh Shem Yahushua's eye and think that that's, you know, the Heavenly Father's going to let you get away with it.
Yeah, ain't no get back from that. Yeah.
Reward her even as she has rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her works.
Yeah, so we physically can't, right now, pay back America for what she's done to the Israelites that's over here. All right, what America's done to via Esau, what it's done to Gad, to the Native Americans, what it's done to Reuben, the Seminole Indians, what it's done to the Latin tribes in the Americas. All right, what it's done to the so-called Negroes, Judah, Benjamin, Levi in the Americas, the Caribbeans, the Babylon the Great, because you got all 12 tribes here in Babylon.
Right.
All right. So we can't physically render double to this place. The way that's going to come about is thermonuclear destruction.
That's right.
That's the ultimate one-stop shop. You know, hey, if ever anything was considered going for the gusto, it would be them thermonuclear missiles.
Yep.
And the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, is going to go for the gusto. All right. Look that word gusto up.
Gusto.
It's going to go for the gusto with those nuclear missiles, man. And that's going to be double.
That's that James Brown, the big payback,
Yeah.
right? Gusto.
Uh-huh.
You
And the
just
cup
want this off
which
of
she
Google?
hath filled to her double.
So look it up on Evan. Yeah, the cup that
The
she
cup
had
that's-
filled,
yep.
filled to her double.
Double.
All right. Now, in the kingdom of heaven, we actually gonna be able to physically exact some anger and some vengeance and some recompense on not only Esau but all those nations and some. All right, all the nations listed in Psalm 83. All right, and the nations not listed in Psalm 83, we're gonna be able to actually exact vengeance on them in the kingdom with brutal force. All right, but as far as on this side, hey, we simply are waiting here at the bus stop, knowing that the bus is gonna show up.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Yep. Oh, okay. Gusto on etymology online from 1620, very common from the beginning of the 19th century. Gusto, taste, from Latin gustus, a tasting, related to gustere or gustere, however you may pronounce that. To taste, take a little of, to taste, to choose, organ of taste, sense of taste.
So it means the taste.
Going for the gusto, like, you know,
Hey, but hey, I want a little taste of the glory.
like going for that
Yeah,
kill
yeah.
shot, you know.
You know?
Wait, so that's pretty much it.
That was pretty much it.
Wait,
Yeah, that's right, the point. What was you going?
you wanted the Revelation 18. Did
he
that
just
brother
went
read
down.
that? That brother read that.
So grab a second, get that second.
Oh, the secondary, because we was talking about that earlier. You know, hey, the man, we're in a beautiful time right now, man. Call Allah, email, we're in a beautiful time. The Lord had told us about this. Is one of the beautiful things about being prophets of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, is that we know what's going to happen before it actually happens, man. Because the Lord already gave us warning of what was about to happen. So that way, when it comes, it's not a surprise to us. Just like you get the warning before the hurricane comes, and you can prepare for that, man. There's certain things that's happening in the earth. Look, you see that Yahweh on the back of that Dodge? Call Allah, email, Bashem Yahushua. Yeah. You mentioned it last week, I believe. Yeah. The Lord has showed us. He's given us that forewarning so we can prepare before things actually touch down, man. You know. Go ahead, to
This is 2nd Ezra 15 and 12. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundations of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it.
Yeah, there's nothing good coming to America, man. This place is only gonna further end up in a state of decay.
Yeah.
All right, it's gonna continue to collapse. Jobs is gonna continue to say bye-bye.
Right.
All right, more and more people going. This place is pretty much turning into a third world country.
Yep.
Quick.
Yep.
Okay.
Before our very eyes.
Go ahead.
They that till the ground shall mourn.
Hey, these farmers, we got all these farmers complaining. You got farmers that's killing themselves. You got farmers that's complaining about not getting funding from the government. You know, selling their farms and so on and so forth.
Right.
Okay, that's these the crops aren't the ground is not fertile.
Right.
Okay,
Right. Because
that's a plague, man.
they don't do land Sabbaths.
Yep.
You know, Esau pushes forth frankinseeds, which means that whatever crop they're growing,
It doesn't have seed.
it doesn't yield a seed to be able to take that seed and replant. You know, they got the Monsantos and all that stuff going on. Hey, it's a terrible time to be a farmer, man. You know.
for their seed shall fail through the blasting in hell and with the fearful constellation. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh.
Yeah. Hey, everybody on planet Earth is going to be faced with hard times. The sword and their destruction. A sword is used to kill. All right, to cut, to chop, to slice, to stab, to make shit uncomfortable.
Yep.
All right. So the sword, what it say?
Right.
Damn, we're going to do that.
Jeez. Golly.
The sword and
Jeez. The sword and their
For the
destruction.
sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another.
yeah, hey, you know, it's destruction coming
Right.
by way of the sword. Many fashions, but hey, war is going to lead to a lot of people dying.
Yep.
Civil war, class war, race war, all that is going to lead to a lot of death on the earth.
Yep.
And swords in their hand, for there shall be sedition amongst men, and invading one another, they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power.
Yeah, so the course of these people's actions is going to stand in their power. They ain't going to regard kings nor princes. So these people is not going to give a shit about who the mayor is, who the governor is,
Right.
what senator this,
Right.
congressman that,
Right.
okay, police officer this. They ain't gonna give a shit when the shit get hairy, okay.
When the shizzy
The
hits
course
the
of
fizzy.
the course of their action is gonna stand in their power, meaning, and you gonna have a lot of militia groups, all right, band together, you know, hey, like the movie the movie Civil War.
Civil War.
You know, you had that team that went in there and took out the president.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The course of their action was their power.
And that's January 6th. Right? January 6th. They was-
Which that was they had a FBI.
Yeah, no,
on it.
that whole shit was a farce. But the point is that you had people that was in that mob that if they would have got their hands on certain people, they would have probably executed their ass, man. You know?
People died that day. Hey, but you know what? There's gonna come a time when shit go haywire, and it's not gonna be no FBI back this CIA
Right.
infiltrate. No, it's
Right.
gonna be these people that believe in this American dream that is doing this.
Right.
With no assistance from the government. So
Hey,
to say.
you're gonna have a lot of those maggers turning into those individuals, man. Ready to take matters into their own hands. You know?
You had a video online where this Edomite was recording these other Edomites standing outside of this food bank, and he was recording them, and he was like, "Where's all you guys' red hats at?"
Damn.
Because it was like motherfuckers, like these middle-aged, older white people that
Yeah.
you could tell was on some Trump shit.
Right.
But he was like, where's all your red hats at?
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? And it was like, leave us alone, or some shit like that. One dude said, leave us alone, or that. But, you know, tried to downplay it.
Yeah.
But all the maggers, you know, realized that, damn, we was stupid,
They've been hoodwinked.
you know?
They've been
Now they ashamed to even have been, they're ashamed to have even been a supporter of that.
Right. They trying to scrape the bumper sticker off. Yeah, man.
All right, verse 17, here's the point. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able.
Yeah. You're gonna have people wanting to travel. Going back to what we started camp with, being
The airports.
the airports. You're gonna have people that's gonna be wanting to go into certain cities, and they ain't gonna be able to. You you know, wanting to get back home. Like for instance, you had these black women that got stuck out in Jamaica when the hurricane, what was the name? Melissa ran through Jamaica. You got so-called black women stuck out there, and can't even get back to America. Okay, so things like that is going to be a norm.
Right.
People getting stranded in certain places, like wanting to get back home and not being able to get back home because ain't no flights, domestically or internationally. There's going to be checkpoints and roadblocks and all kind of shit.
Right.
All right, and that's all in the scriptures. That's all biblical prophecy.
That's right.
Okay, which all these motherfucking people need to stay their ass wherever the hell they at and stop moving around anyway, man.
Stop the living.
You know? Go ahead.
For because of their pride, the cities shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid.
Because of their pride, it says.
Yeah, these people's pride. All right, America breeds a proud-based individual.
Yep.
All right, these people are the dumbest people on earth. You know, these other nations. You know, brothers, I had sent out like about a week or two ago. No, it was a week ago. It was a little documentary of Jakes that was up in Russia.
Yeah.
And you know the Jake,
yeah.
he was a Nigerian dude. The main person that was interviewing was a Nigerian cat who was born in Russia. But even he was saying, man, Americans are stupid.
Right.
Yeah, Americans are dumb. All right, Americans are base, ignorant people.
Right.
You know, and he was going into how over in Russia, growing up, they are in school they learn Russian, which you know obviously you're gonna learn that, you're gonna know that because you're Russian, you're born in Russia. But they also learn French and German.
Damn.
So the average student in Moscow, all right, you born in Moscow, and you grow up in their education system, you gonna know how to speak fluent German, fluent Russian, and fluent French.
Damn.
Which people in America don't even speak fluent English.
Right.
You know, the nigga from down south, shit, but
Hey.
he there speaking Ebonics and shit. That's not proper English.
I myself can't speak. I can't speak English. You know what I'm saying? You know? That's real talk. You got Americans that can't speak English, man. Let alone a whole nother language. You know?
I was going to say too, with that, you know, with the scripture, not only because of flights are you not going to be able to go into these cities, but also martial law. You know, when that kicks off, when the micro CHIP is implemented and people got to take it to be in these 15-minute cities, right? That's all reasons why people are going to wish to go into a city, because there's going to be food there, there's going to be electricity there, there's going to be tampons and toothbrushes and all kind of shit.
Yeah.
But if you ain't down to take that jab, you really gotta you really gonna have to be off the grid, as they call it, and there's gonna be a lot of people that desire to go into a city and ain't able to.
Right.
Just to add on to, you know.
Yep.
Real quick, grab in Ezra, we're talking about the mountains that he made children.
Walk sign is on the cross. 40. Walk sign is on the cross. 40.
Speak for a second.
12.
Yeah, we're gonna try and find
9. 8.
the precept in Apocrypha.
5.
It goes into
1.
these children being eaten by consumed by their parents. Cannibalism, pretty much.
All right, we went into that, last week. In what is it, Kings, where it said, "Today we shall eat my son, and tomorrow we shall eat yours." And then she hit her child, and the bitch was complaining about it. That's how serious that cannibalism had gotten. Because when there ain't no food, people go crazy. Again, watching the Book of Eli, you got that family or that house, the husband and wife, where they showed up to, and they was trying to serve them some meat, man. That's gonna be a real deal thing right here in your face in Babylon.
Right.
That's something that you're gonna have to deal with, running from motherfuckers that want to eat you. On The Walking Dead, you got a scene where this dude, they kidnap him while he's faded, and they don't kill him, but they tie him up to a tree, and they eat his leg, right? And they sitting there eating it in front of him, and he starts laughing. They're like, what the fuck? They thought he was gonna freak out and be all scared and shit. This nigga was laughing because he had already got bitten.
Yeah.
And he's like, it's tainted meat. So all them motherfuckers was gonna turn into some fucking zombies. But this is real ass shit.
Yeah, I remember that. It's tainted meat. I remember that, yeah.
Predictive programming, man.
Yeah.
Because hey, that's gonna be a real thing here. That's gonna be something that you're gonna have to fight your belly about. Hey, but the men of the Lord, Adawan, Ratazawi be a part of that number, are gonna be okay, man.
Hey, we just gotta keep our faith.
That's right.
Shield, remember we mentioned the shield of faith, man.
That's right.
That shield is extremely important, man. All right, that faith, having that faith is extremely important in the times that we're entering into. Okay? Because without that you don't have no protection. Without that you toss to and fro like the scriptures speak of.
Exactly. You're just dangling in the wings,
Man, this is 2nd Ezra chapter 15. I'm sorry, I was trying to see if I wanted to read up a little bit. 2nd Ezra chapter 15, I'm going to start reading at verse 57. It says, "Thy children shall die of hunger, and thou shalt fall." I don't know if that says fall or fail. It's because it's a little sketched out on my book here. It says, "And thou shalt fail through the sword." Okay. "And thou shalt fell through the sword. Thy city shall be broken down, and all thine shall perish with the sword in the field. They that be in the mountains shall die of hunger."
Yeah, they that be in the mountains shall die of hunger. Okay, so you got a lot of these preppers that got secret caches and stashes of this, that, and the third.
Right.
Hey, ain't no telling if you even gonna be able to execute your escape route.
Right.
In the case of some shit happening and making it to your bunker or whatnot, the Lord can have it to where you ain't successful in that regard, man.
Right.
All right, you gonna die of hunger.
Right.
Or some people have been the whole time you've been stocking up your bunker or your fucking whatever you want, your cache, motherfuckers in the woods already was looking at you doing the shit.
Right.
And they break in and steal your shit, man.
Take your shit.
You get there, the door all open, the leaves is all,
right.
You had it all covered with leaves and shit. Them shits is
It's
gone.
just pushed off to the
door's
side.
all open.
Yeah.
Fucking open bags of chips and shit all on the ground.
Yeah. Your canned goods.
Yeah. Canned goods smashed open and shit.
Right.
Laid on the side.
Right.
Water, all your water gone.
Water gone.
The
what's the kerosene lamps is gone. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Rice and shit.
Your generator
was fighting over rice all on the ground like it was a wedding.
Right. Your generator gone. Everything.
Yeah.
Hey.
This is why we don't put trust in that stuff.
Right. Imagine, you got this whole plan of what you're gonna do, and then when shit hits the fan, you twist your ankle. Now what? Now what? You gotta go miles, but you gotta twist an ankle. What you gonna do now, man? See, that's why you gotta That's why you gotta rely on the Lord, man.
Hey, also, you got them troops that gonna be busting into everybody's shit.
Yeah, yeah.
You don't think they know about your little shit you've been storing up?
Yeah.
They know all about that shit.
Yeah, yeah, no, Esau got your ass. He got a whole dossier on what you've been doing, man.
Yeah.
On the purchases you've been doing. You've been going to Costco thinking you buying in bulk this to store away. Esau know what you got, man. You know? And that's within the laws of America anyway, that the troops can just come and get your shit, man. You know?
That's why I said, man means sparing none. But still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. You know?
It says, they that be in the mountains shall die of hunger and eat their own flesh and drink their own blood.
So like I said, that eat their children, but eat their own flesh and own blood, meaning, hey, your children is your flesh and blood.
Yo.
You know, your wife, or your disabled grandma.
Damn.
You know.
Damn. Sorry, Granny.
Sorry, Granny.
Hey, who pulled the lot? Who pulled the straw that gotta go take grandma out so y'all can eat her?
40.
You know what I'm saying?
Walk sign is on the
Damn.
cross.
You know, fucking smother her on the pillow at night.
Right.
12.
Wake up like, oh, I don't know what happened.
I don't know what happened to grandma gone.
7.
But your pillow was you. So.
Right.
Like, nigga, we know that's your pillow, man.
Hey,
Everybody got one pillow in his bunker.
you gotta
Fucking your pillow is over grandma's head.
you gotta go lay down on that pillow tonight.
Oh shit. She expired her last breath on
Right.
last bit of Hollis Toast's breath on that pillow.
Damn. Yeah, cause ain't no water. Y'all
That
ain't
pillow
brushing.
got demons on it.
Ain't no brushing teeth. You know, y'all gotta, that water's rationed out. You can't just be wasting water brushing your teeth and shit, man.
Got a juice there.
Right.
But finish that if we want. You got some
Motherfuckers musty in the bunker. You know what I'm talking about? Like
Smelling like Shia LaBeouf and
right.
in
And
Fury, where he didn't
In
shower.
Fury, right.
And the actors were like, "Hey man, you gotta do something about it." He's
Like,
like,
bro.
"Nah, man, what you gonna do? I'm not doing it. I gotta stay in character.
I gotta stay in character.
You're doing too much."
Looking ass. Ugh. See, they don't think about that. Are y'all storing up soap? Are y'all hoarding soap?
Man,
You're hoarding rice, but are you hoarding soap, man? Okay?
you better. The water's gonna be tainted by the nuclear fallout. So you better have you some wet naps, nigga.
Right. Hey, they saving the KFC.
Got to.
You know the Buffalo Wild Wings little wet naps.
Hey, well, the nuclear fallout is if the nuclear fallout means that all these people they're gonna be dead and gone.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I was more being.
We're funny.
facetious
We're being
there.
funny. We're being funny.
You know what I mean? But you never know how they
Yeah.
somebody pick it up on.
Well, also like, even if they don't initially get burned up by the fire, they're not gonna survive. You know what I'm saying? Ain't gonna be no air to breathe. Ain't gonna be no water. So
They're gonna turn into a hot pocket.
real
Yeah.
quick.
Hot pocket. It says, they that be in the mountains shall die of hunger and eat their own flesh and drink their own blood for very hunger of bread and thirst of water.
Hunger, bread, and thirst of water.
Thou as unhappy shall come.
That's it.
Yeah, that was a point.
All right, this is Job 27 and 13. This is the portion of the wicked man with the Most High and the heritage of oppressors, which they shall receive of the Almighty.
Yeah, so put Esau's face with this scripture. The heritage of oppressors. You know, their heritage. This is what they're gonna receive from the Heavenly Father.
Walk sign is on the cross.
If his children be multiplied, it is for the sword.
Yeah, for destruction.
7.
The only reason why Esau is having babies here in America is so that they can either be killed during
9.
these times coming
7.
or missing food.
1.
If his children be multiplied, it is for the sword, and if his offspring shall be satisfied, and his offspring shall not be satisfied with bread.
Damn.
They're gonna go hungry.
We're hungry.
Mommy, Daddy, I'm hungry.
Stomach rumbling.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
and as a parent, man, Man, that's got to be one of the worst. That's why these nigga women is tripping out now about the EBT shit.
Right.
My kids ain't gone hungry.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, you're these people with children. You know, as a man, it's only so you ain't gonna take too much of. There ain't no food for you, your child, or your woman to eat.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Your children. Your children that ain't got no food, you ain't got no food, your woman ain't got no food. Eventually you gonna get up off your ass and you gotta do something.
Yeah.
You know, but that's gonna be the norm for all these fucking Edomites, man.
Yep. Rover's ass got roasted. You know,
Long time ago.
he was the first to go.
Ain't no squirrels left. Ain't no fucking raccoons left.
Right. Hey, Alex Jones said he's sizing up his neighbors, man. He said he's sizing up his neighbors. He said he ain't going hungry.
A lot of Edomites is.
Yeah.
He said his baby girls ain't gonna starve.
Right.
Those that remain of him shall be buried in death, and his widows shall not weep.
Yep.
Though
his widows shall not weep, meaning when these Edomites start getting put to death, they ain't gonna give a fuck. They already don't care about Esau. Because they all want Jacob. All these Edomite women, they secretly want a so-called Negro, Latino, or Native.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They fantasize about Jacob. You know what I'm saying? So on and so forth. So when shit get crazy, and these Edomite dudes start dying, you know, hey, especially in the kingdom.
Yeah.
All right, we gotta go throughout the rail, rounding up Edomites.
Yeah.
And a lot of Edomite males getting put to death. Man, these women, when they see the power that the gods of the earth, all right, the elect, the 144,000 is gonna have that spiritual power. They're gonna want to jump ship so fucking quick and get with the Jets and get with the Israelite man.
Especially since the donkey. Talk about that donkey.
Yeah.
You know?
They're gonna want to get plowed, man.
Yeah, man.
They're gonna want to take a ride on the righteous side.
Right.
And here's the point.
though he heap up silver as the dust and prepare raiment as the clay, he may prepare it, but the just shall put it on.
That's right.
And the innocent shall divide the silver.
Right, so all the riches of the earth is coming back to its rightful owners, being the nation of Israel.
That's right.
So Esau, you know, they storing up this, storing up that, you know, silver this and gold that, you know, gold over $3,000 an ounce, you know, record-breaking numbers and all this. That shit don't mean nothing, all right? That's just showing that this place is done.
Right.
All right, but Esau's his new world order is not going to come into fruition, and with that, everything he's accumulated is just going to be transferred onto the Israelites. Somebody grab that in Sirach real quick. What you know for that? King?
I got a quick precept too.
All right. What's that Sirach?
For one people.
Unrighteous dude.
Yeah, Sirach 10 and 8. I got it right here. Sirach chapter 10, verse 8, it says, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches gotten by deceit.
Right. Because of unrighteous dealings, all right, injuries and riches gotten by deceit. That's all pointing at Esau. He deals unrighteously. All right. Riches got by deceit. He accumulated all this wealth through lying, through stealing. Okay. Injuries. You know, he does nothing but bring injuries to every nation he comes across. You know?
Just causing hurt.
Yep, it can be physical, be a war. It can be kill gates, fucking, oh, we got these vaccines for you to help with malaria or whatever. And then that shit fucking making women sterile, giving people AIDS via the jump shot.
Right.
All right? You know, go ahead.
The kingdom It's translated from one people to another.
Right. The kingdom, right, control of planet Earth, rulership on planet Earth is going to be translated from one people to another, from the Edomites to the Israelites. Alright, so the kingdom, alright, dominion is going to be translated from one people to another. And right now, Esau got it, and according to biblical prophecy, he's going to fumble on the 1 yard line. Alright, double overtime.
Right.
You know?
Yep.
In Israel,
Israel's gonna kick
Yahweh
six.
Shai gonna pick it up and take it back to the house.
Yep.
Game over.
Game over.
Second Ezra chapter 6, verse 8. And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him,
Yep.
Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
Right.
That's right.
Esau is the end of the world. Alright, of an eon, uninterrupted period of rule. And Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So the eon that's coming under the Israelites ruling is going to be an everlasting kingdom.
That's right.
You can read that in Daniel. Alright, so what you got anything?
I got a precept real quick. It's a quick one. It's Second Ezra chapter 15, verse 56. It says, like as thou hast done unto my chosen, saith the Lord, even so shall the Most High do unto thee, and shall deliver thee into mischief.
Yep. Ain't nothing but mischief and evil times for the Edomites.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
As Ezekiel 30, verse 3, I believe, says this shall be the time of the heathen. So we living in a time in which these heathens about to get their ass kicked.
Yep.
Alright? So with that, we're gonna wrap it up. Once again, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto
Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakah, Kodash.
Double honors unto the apostles and elders of great millstone who rule well. Salutations to you, sincere, hopeful, elect, Akim, pushing the word of Yahweh Shem Shai, in spirit and in truth. And until next week, Lord willing, shalom.
Shalom. Esau about to get their ass whipped.